right, man. It's Monday. Holy smoke. Is it Monday?
It is Monday.
Wow. Got LNC here, top of the morning, top of the afternoon, top of the evening, and top of the time zone, whatever time zone you might be watching us. You're got Johnny J, president and station manager of Innervision FM. Don't forget to visit www.innervisionrecords.org. And there you'll find ways to help support your favorite musician, recording artist, content creator, and you'll find out a lot more. Uh,
Hmm.
Stay tuned for Innervision FM news. And we were going to have a guest today. Is that right?
Yeah, somehow the communication got mixed up, and she thought we was going to do it on Tuesday, but I sent out the thing on Monday, giving people enough time to say, "Well, I can't do it Monday, but I could do it Tuesday," but it didn't happen. So things happen. But I have some other stuff we could definitely talk about because, of course, we're going down the road of, and you'll see that the title there about Nancy Joe. I'm going to switch that title around, and there's another title I'm going to put up there for
Oh,
tomorrow,
cool.
just so we'll know it's two different shows, and
Yeah.
uh, and just know that hey, we'll get back to that interview tomorrow. But this past week, I started thinking about Tina Peters and her being in well, Colorado. I guess she's up in Pueblo
Yeah.
prison up there,
Right.
and you know, Kim Monson, who does a show on KLZ radio, I think it's like 650 KLZ, it's an AM station. She put together this petition, and she says, if you could go up there and sign it and stuff like that. So I went up there, I signed it, I think Sunday morning. Pretty
Mhm.
easy to sign and everything like that. And then she was supposed to, print it out, and then she was supposed to redact the last names. Now, 4,200 and some odd people signed that petition. And I can imagine, because she closed it out at 9 o'clock this morning. So she was spending all this morning redacting the last name because, and I guess maybe the emails as well. Well, maybe some other things as well, because you know how these political things, these guys, sometimes they want to go after they get the names and stuff like that, and they'll go after you or whatever.
Yeah, they'll dox the individuals. They'll do all kinds of crazy stuff. So yeah, you've got to
Yeah.
redact the last names or contact information, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Generally, with petitions like this, you need about 50,000 signatures.
Hmm.
Uh, what makes it different uh, for this particular uh, for this particular petition?
Well, it's just to encourage Paulus to do the right thing, and it was we were on this phone line as well, and certain people were praying, and I don't I was reading in Matthew about not having these long prayers and all this kind of stuff,
Yes.
and there was definitely some longer than usual
Longer than
prayers.
usual prayers.
Yeah. So, but it was interesting. It was some dedicated people that came out. One of her sponsors, he came out. He does plumbing and things of the sort. And then there's one lady. She ran for Lakewood Council, and she said, and she said in the background, I was hoping that I wouldn't win, but then I won. And then so she did it for 2 years, and she was telling me about like her experience about being a council person for Lakewood and so forth.
Yeah.
And it was just interesting group of people. So Kim went in there, and she had to get it notarized, and then she said even when she went to the bank, people wanted to sign it, but the time, the banks
Time
sometimes open up
expired.
at
Nah.
9 o'clock, and
Right.
she had already did all the redacting, and she says, well, the next time around, hopefully there won't be a next time, hopefully, because in the petition she said last year Polis pardoned a murderer, a
Yeah.
rapist,
Yeah.
and I'm thinking like, I couldn't even think of what would be the reason that you would pardon someone who murdered somebody who raped somebody, and unless they're so old and the people that they murdered or whatever, the families are all gone. The person that they raped, that person is all gone, is dead or whatever. Why would you? I just couldn't figure like why would you release the worst of the worst to go back into the society?
You know, it's interesting because when people unalive other people or people commit the R word,
Oh,
we can't
yeah.
even say these things on YouTube. Do you know that each time that the R word, not the go fast kind of R word, that's also really related to pigment and skin color. I'm talking about the other word, the R word. Can't say what you mean anymore. This freedom of speech
Mhm.
stuff, it
Oh
don't
yeah.
fly on YouTube. So you got to say things like unalive, and you got to say like R word, when what you mean is to non-consensually enter into a relationship with somebody.
Yeah. Oh man.
I think it's pathetic. And I think that it's time that people need to start holding these platforms accountable. Because you
Well,
see, if we don't have freedom of speech, we don't have freedom of thought.
the word police. I think we should call them like in like in England. This when okay, one of these ones happened. So this lady, I guess she was working as she was on this deadline, and she went to meet this guy, and the guy decided to attack her, but she had a weapon
Mhm.
to poke him with, right?
Okay.
So instead of them arresting him for attacking her, they arrested her for bringing a tool to the event and protecting herself.
So she brought
That
some sort of force multiplication device, which she had to employ because this guy decided to do things which are untoward towards her personal well-being.
yeah, and I'm thinking like that is totally crazy. Wow. That is just totally crazy. It's almost like well, when the Bible says like right will become wrong and wrong will become right,
That's
I
right.
said we're living in those times.
We are definitely living in these times, Johnny. You know, uh, there are situations in some countries now, from what I'm being made to understand, where if a guy says a certain thing, if you and I were to say something, and somebody were to take umbrage towards that something that we said, but they happen to be uh, not guys, they happen to be women, uh, they can bring charges against the guy for speaking his mind. Certainly, freedom of speech does not extend to all countries,
Mm.
and that's what a lot of people do forget. And freedom of speech, actually, to be honest, um, with freedom of speech comes responsibility. You can't run around saying things that are untrue, which happens all the time. You
Mm.
can't run around uh, yelling um, the F word,
Yes.
uh, the four-letter F word that's not the curse word. You can't yell that in a crowded theater.
Mm.
You can't yell that word, or you can't even talk about that word on platforms like this with our benevolent overlords. Rightly
Mm.
so.
Mm.
Obviously, there's got to have obviously there's got to be some responsibility with your freedom of speech.
Mm.
If you're going to say something, it better be true. If you're going to say something, it
Yeah.
better be good. It better be
Oh,
right.
and it was a big topic because I called in Saturday on the Caldera show,
Mhm.
and I guess we had a conversation named Hope. Hope, I forgot her last. No, it wasn't Hope. It was Faith something. And I guess years. she's been working as a Democrat congressperson, and she has a drinking problem, and her colleagues, they knew it. She treated her staff very bad, as Harris treated her staff bad. I guess maybe as a part of being either, this alcoholic or whatever.
Allegedly.
And she ends up running her car into the back of this truck, and then, uh, as you say, unaliving herself. But she had twice the amount of alcohol in her system. So
Holy
she just
smoke.
ends up doing this. And we were just talking about, well, didn't her colleagues, and I guess maybe they did, but she was in a high position, right? And she was just passing all kinds of bad legislator
Legislation.
for Colorado, but she had this high position, and since she had rose to the high position, nobody, I guess, could touch the untouchable.
Allegedly, of course.
Yeah, right. And so this, I mean, this is a big topic, because when we heard the news, we thought, like, who was at fault? But they won't talk about the injuries that, because you run into a back of a truck hard enough to crush your car, that person probably has whiplash or something like that, and maybe a few other things going on, but they won't talk about the person that she ran into. But uh, so we don't know what's going on with that, and maybe it's going to be um, there's going to be a suit, because it was that the commerce lady, Faith, I think her name is Faith Springs something, fault, and not the guy that she ran into. So
Did she happen to make it? You were saying she was
no, she didn't make it.
she was a member of one of the Darwin Awards Club?
Yes,
No, what a bummer. What a bummer.
yeah. So and a friend of mine told me, so at church she had a coworker, and this coworker really treated. I mean, no, it was a supervisor, and really treated her bad at job, and then she invited her to church, right? And the supervisor says, "Well, I don't want to sit by you." She says, and she says, "Look around this church. You can sit anywhere you want. You don't have to sit by me." I'm trying to imagine this conversation, and the lady ends up getting saved. And I'm thinking,
Wow.
was there no Democrat politician that could have invited her to church, or maybe their God is the Democratic Party, so there's no church, no morals
Hey,
in that
speaking of
party.
weird events like this, Nicki Minaj
Oh yeah.
is coming out real strong with her faith. In fact, she just got done with a little bit of a uh, stint down at Turning Point or TPUSA, I guess it is.
Mm,
Uh, Amfest or America Fest, I guess it's called. Um, the idea being is she opened up, hey, look, I got saved at this time. I got baptized at this time. I walked away from the Lord at this time, and now I came back. And yeah, it's kind of cool because people are finding the Lord in droves. And I just want to tell you, if you have that sort of interest, First Corinthians chapter 15, look at that whole chapter. It's a it's a masterclass on how to get saved. It's
mm,
a it's a way to really honestly relinquish control and surrender to the king, who
mm.
is just about in a few days here, a couple of few days, we're going to celebrate his birthday for Christmas. So
Oh yeah. Yes.
it's going to be awesome. Hope you guys have a Merry Christmas and or a happy holiday, whatever it is you guys get into.
Mm,
Um, we're going to have Nancy Joe on the show tomorrow.
yeah.
Tell us a little bit about who Nancy Joe is.
Well, she's an artist that we worked with maybe 15 years ago with
Uh,
Innervision. And she has more of a classical style of singing, very refined type of singing, uh, type of music. And so we entered it into like I guess it was a contest that is now the Sheridan Hotel, but it used to be called the Adams Mark Hotel.
Adam Smart. Yep.
And I think I think it was Alice, and it was looking for like the best singer or
Oh, the
it
radio
was
station.
yeah, it was
Yeah.
some kind of contest, and she
Yeah.
entered it, and
Yeah.
she did that, and I think we had a few fundraisers that she helped us do, and so and then I think she wanted to do a song for her son, so she wrote this sort of like rap song for her son, co-wrote it with this guy named John that we had in our organization, and uh, and John had a cousin that could sing, and so the cousin did the the vocals part of it, which is in the link down there. My son. So if you want to check it out, you can click the link in the subject there, and so we did a few things, and it just life happens, lost track, and then several years later she contacts and said, I've been doing this poetry, I've been doing these half an hour, 10 minutes, and stuff like that, and I said, well, shoot, come on the show, talk about what you're doing, because one thing about this YouTube and all this stuff, you gotta be consistent. You gotta keep posting, keep posting. Now we're not doing it like 7 days a week like some of these other people. It's like, maybe we could, but I don't know. We have a life. So
We do
so
try to bring you the best of content creators, recording artists, musicians, this kind of thing. It's brought to you by Walmart and the Spark Good Foundation. So,
yes.
what you want to do, folks, is when you're shopping at Walmart and you decide, gosh, I want to help out a nonprofit, why don't you go ahead and type in Innervision uh,
Hmm.
into the search bar using the Spark Good Foundation, or go directly to the Walmart website and type in Innervision. And when you shop at Walmart, go ahead and round your purchases up to the next dollar. Each little penny helps out because what it does is it goes into promoting recording artists, content creators, musicians like Nancy Joe that we'll have on the show tomorrow.
Yeah.
So we want to thank you for doing that. And go ahead and give, because, this is the giving season. If
Yeah.
you can see your way with parting with a few dollars, do it up.
Yeah. And
Visit
also,
W.
we,
Oh,
we
go
had
ahead.
this artist that he's recording Toni, one of our other artists, and
Yes.
we have a contract with this with DVR,
Division of
and
Vocational Rehabilitation.
they were supposed to deposit. We submitted the invoice 2 weeks ago.
Uh,
Still having us just to check, and he wanted us to give him do like a $50 invoice, and we're so tight. We're so tight. Certain other bills came in. If we would have did that, we would have been overdrawn. And I would have
so
loved to
what I
give
want
him
you guys to do
less.
is hit www.intervisionrecords.org. There's giving options that you can use as a tax write-off. Johnnie runs a 501c3 nonprofit organization. So give. I need
Yeah,
you guys to go ahead and visit
yeah,
www.intervisionrecords.org. There's a Cash App tag. There's other ways to donate. Uh, and there's also merchandise on the
oh yeah.
YouTube channel that
T-shirts,
you're watching us.
coffee mugs.
Yep. So
Yeah,
I want you guys to go ahead and I want you guys to, if you can find a few extra dollars in your pocket, send them our way. We're not going to do anything other than promote the grassroots musicians, recording artists, content creators, that kind of. This stuff doesn't send Alan to Hawaii, and it sure as heck doesn't send Johnnie to his favorite spot, his favorite travel spot. We've been doing this stuff for years, and we want to thank you folks for joining us.
yeah. And we have so many ways that you can support us. And like I said, the 4,200 people, if we had, because we have hundreds and thousands of people,
That's right.
if we just did, if everyone just did out of the hundred thousands, just $10,
Yeah.
that would be fantastic if everybody could just do just $10 with the hundred
Absolutely
thousand
right.
people that we have. That would be fantastic. So, support us and do that because 'tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. Something like that. Yeah.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Hey,
And
what do you got going for Christmas, bud?
to kind of do some time with my wife. She's gonna cook up some fantastic stuff. And we got this glögg, something that Swedish people do, and it has the raisins and nuts, and it's like
Oh,
a
that
sweet
stuff is
drink or something
so
like that.
good, man.
Yeah, we got that
Oh
and some
boy.
vegetables. And I got some broccoli here. I said, we got to throw that broccoli in there and steam it up before it withers away. I don't know. We're gonna have a bunch of stuff. As you know, I'm a plant-based eater and stuff like that. So
Right,
hey,
right.
but hey, we got a song, and we're gonna have another version of the song tomorrow. I'm gonna put it out there. Um,
Cool.
but we have the pop version, which is gonna be released on all the platforms
In
on
January, right?
no, this is gonna be released on Christmas Day.
Oh,
The one we're
cool.
gonna play, it's gonna play. But I did another version. I like that version, so we're gonna play that version tomorrow, and
Okay.
I'll have the link for see the link for that. But let's go ahead and take the show out with this version.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we got 3 minutes. It's enough time.
Yep. You got the controls for this one or
Oh yeah, you're
oh,
gonna do
okay.
it. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So we shared did a screen share.
Do you
And
have this or do you want me to get it?
oh, you.
Oh,
That's
okay.
why we did screen share.
Desktop list. OBS Studio 19. Outlook for Innervision email 20.
Oh, heck. Hang on a sec here.
Desktop
And
list. Outlook 6 of 38.
it's a pretty great song. And also like to let you know that you can also check out Mike Johnson Never Derailed on uh, Apple Music.
Inbox. Adopt.com in
You
2100.
can check
Inbox.
that out.
Adopt.com in
And
2100.
then also
Gmail.com. Outlook.
you could check out the song Johnny J AI Krew. That's
Inbox. Adopt.com in
Krew
2171. Gmail.com. Outlook for one call.
Experience.
Inbox. Adopt.com in
Also
2171. Gmail. Table view table.
Apple Music. You can also do, I guess, Spotify and iHeart. It's on all those platforms. Um,
From the
you
scientist.
know,
Subject disputed hydraulic
those
worms.
those
Brain tree users.
streams definitely come through, and it definitely helps in
Table view table.
in,
From
in
conservative trends.
just
Zoom meeting row 1 column 2203. Zoom workplace call 333.
what would I
Inbox.
say,
Adopt.com in
like
2171. Gmail.com. Outlook column 11. Inbox. Adopt.com in
just
2171. Gmail.
getting those songs out there.
I'm
Desktop
gonna
list.
I'm gonna have
Really,
to apologize, buddy. I cannot get my Outlook to open. I lost my JAWS
mm,
subscription back in November. So I'm using what's called non-visual desktop access. It's not an excuse, but man, it's a learning curve. I promise I'll have the video ready for you tomorrow, bro.
okay. Well, let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Now, Doc Rich, our own empathy is getting used defense stuff. Ellipsis, attachment.
Okay.
John Johnson has started screen sharing. Double click to enter full screen mode alert.
Okay. Let me
Left
go over
parent
here.
Zoom were posted to Alan Colvin inbox dash Innervision
Let's
3
go
at M
here.
unread
Let's get
710 Zoom Alan Col unread 1 Americ 700 unread Uber congrats unread Lincoln Park
then.
unread Uber C unread Uber John unread Uber congratulate unread
Let's
Uber
see.
unread
Uber.
LinkedIn John unread Lincoln Johnnie and Natalia Johnson questions and video we will talk about today Mon 12
Oh.
unread Lincoln Park unread Uber C
Oh, Oh,
here
yeah, I know what I
unread.
did
Link
with
the
it.
job alerts.
I'm
Left
looking
quote
in
on
the
air
wrong
control
place.
Y. Go
I
to
didn't-
drafts. Send items. Enter. List group by Calvin 2171. Enter.
Okay, so let's.
To active blank. 9 years too long. Blank. Thank you. Blank. 90 blank. Link HTTP.
Okay.
Enter.
Now,
https:// yahoo.me
My dad never
summarize.
looked back at
Loading
his
complete.
old jeans after I
Okay.
gifted him
Let me
these.
get rid of this commercial.
Trust me,
Left
these will become your
50,
new favorite
link to
pants.
link to
Designed by a
button, to act
63-year-old
banner,
apparel
region, YouTube,
expert
home, skip
who
navigation
understands
button,
exactly
filters
where
button,
men's
to
pants
skip
pain point
navigate,
lie.
filter, search region, search,
Whether you're
search
50,
with
60,
navigate,
70,
open name,
or
give
even
feed,
100,
unlabeled, create
you
button,
always deserve the
account
comfiest
menu,
and most
main
practical
region,
pants.
my ad center
Multi-pants,
button,
best-selling
Gmail,
comfort
skip
cargo
button, to
pants
active
for
space, left
In
50.
Colorado, small town lights. A clerk stood up for what felt right. They said trust the bill, trust the plan, but that was heavy in her hands. Jenna Griswold said it's the gold standard, but questions didn't disappear. Tina said I need the truth. Now 9 long years is what we hear. She wouldn't turn her conscience
yeah.
off, wouldn't cross that line. So tell the world outside this state why Tina got the time. 9 years too long for asking why. 9 years while others walked on by. She's non-violent, 5-star mom. Still they said we'll make an example of one. Tell me why the others went free. 9 years only fell on she. 9 years too long. Set Tina free. This don't feel right. Who said turn the camera down? Who was really running that town? 2 men left without a charge, but Tina paid the price so hard. Ray Epps' name still floats around. Questions echo, no clear sound. Feels like justice picked a lane and Tina bore the blame. Johnnie J.
Ladies and gentlemen, you can pick this up
Then here
real
goes
soon, and it's going to be
clean.
out on Christmas Day.
Punished this way makes the whole world lean in to say 9 years too long for standing strong. 9 years for saying something's wrong. If fairness is the law
Yeah,
we
give us some
trust,
feedback.
why does
At the end of the show,
mercy
play
turn
this
to
video
dust?
tag
Outside
message left share and escape. At the end of the set item tag inner screen sharing meeting control. Screen sharing meeting control.
9 years too long. Set Tina free. This don't feel right.
Alt Q end meeting for all buttons to activate.
Calling it out.
Bye, folks. God bless.
Questions heavy.